Hi everybody, Tori here. Just gonna get this up here so I can watch your comments and give you guys a moment to hop on if you want to. What I'm doing today is I thought it would be fun to pop on for a little bit and show you guys the junk journals I've been working on, and do a little flip through of them, and show you guys the insides and talk a little bit about how December Daily is going for me. I'm not sure if anyone will pop on, but if not, that's okay. You guys can watch back later. So I wanted to do a little flip through of the 5 junk journals that I have made for December Daily. If you've watched my last 2 live videos, you know that this year I planned to make 4 December Daily junk journals. 1 for this year and then 1 for the next 3 years since I will be in Africa. And I got these awesome covers and I was like gonna make these 4 and I was all ready for it. I was like, I'll make this one for this year and these 3 for the next 3 years, and it'll be awesome. And we decorated the covers together, and then I showed you guys kind of how I picked the papers and signatures to put in there and everything. And then I got this incredible idea. I saw the December Daily box sitting to the side of my table. Kind of looks like, I'm trying to show you this one. It kind of looks like this. It's like a box that has an elastic around it and comes with stuff inside. And I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be cool if I turned this box into another cover? So I ended up cutting apart one of the December Daily boxes, and I ended up making this 5th December Daily, which is so good. I'm so excited about it. So in total, in the past few weeks, I kind of made 5 December Daily journals. Yeah, 5. So, yeah. 1 for this year and 1 for the next 3 years, and then 1 extra, which I'm still trying to decide which one, but one of these I'm thinking I'm going to give away when I hit 10,000 subscribers, which I'm close, not there yet, but when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm thinking I might give away one of these awesome goodies, because what does a girl need 5 December dailies for? I mean, what does she need 4 for? But, yeah. Anyways, I did say in my last video, but I'll say it again, the reason I need 4 December dailies is because I'm moving to Africa, and while I am taking my scrapbooking supplies with me, I don't want to take all of my Christmas supplies. So what I think is the best plan is to pre-make the junk journals and take them with me, and then all I'll have to do is add the photos and embellishments and journaling while I'm in Africa. Yeah, so I can't decide which one's my favorite yet. I'm still like adore them all, but I think this is the one that I'm going to use this year just because I love the cover. I love the wooden houses and the stars that I added on. So I'm thinking this is the one I'll use this year. I'm still trying to decide which of the other 3 I'm going to take to Africa and which one I'm going to give away. But then as much as I want to use this one, there's also a big part of me that's kind of feeling like this one might be the one to use because I just love how unique it is making it out of the box, but I'm still deciding. Anyways, as you can tell, it is December 30th, and I haven't actually started putting anything in my December daily, like no photos or journaling. However, I have made the book, so it's ready to go. I have all the photos, I have all the journaling, I just need to put it together, and I'm hoping in the next week or so I can do that. And yeah, anyways, today, the point of today's video was to show you the 5 junk journals, to show you the insides, and let you get a peek at what they look like, and then I'll do another video showing you how I put some of it together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move these over here, And I'm going to start with the one that I am the most excited about right now. The one that I made out of the book or box. This one here. And I thought I would just do a little flip through. So I know there's some of you guys watching. If you want to say hi, leave any comments, ask any questions, feel free to. I'm happy to answer as much as I possibly can, and I'd love to know who's here and where you're from. Looks like somebody whose name is really long, maybe I'll call you Mickey, says hi. Thanks for joining me. So anyways, this one was made out of the December Daily box that the supplies come in, and if you don't know what December Daily is, you can go visit Allie Edwards' website. But basically, I'm just going to show you. Okay, this box still has stuff in it, but I'm going to just quickly give you the idea of what I did. So first things first, I cut the cover out of this part of the box. So I cut off these two flaps and cut it here. So that's the cover. And then for the back of the book, I pulled apart the box and I used, I'll show you. I used this part here, and then I left this flap and this flap on that says December Daily because I really wanted to incorporate that, because I felt like it was kind of part of the charm, is that it is a December Daily box. Anyway, so that's basically what I did. I still have two more of these boxes. I have this green one and another one, and I had so much fun. I almost feel like maybe I should make another one. Honestly, though, I've already made 5 December Daily junk journals, and I don't think a girl needs 7. Don't need 5 either, but you know. So, as you can see, I also left the elastic that came on the box still on there. And I left it on there because I thought it would be fun to like wrap around, especially as it gets big. And I left this little tag on there too. Right now it just says December Daily by Studio DIY, which I think is the kit that I had bought this box in. And I'm thinking I'm going to leave this on here. I thought it would be cute to like cover up the Studio DIY and put my name, or the name there, and then maybe put something on the other side. So I left that on there. But I reserve the right to change my mind if I want to take it off. So then, as you can see, you've got that front piece of the box there, and then you've got the back piece of the box there. Yeah, so, and then this just flips over and it's got December Daily there, which I just think is cute. Hi, Tamara. Thank you for joining me from Arizona. That's awesome. I bet it's nice and warm there. She's like, in crafting there is no need for need, only want. So anyways, I agree. So I used Coptic bookbinding to stitch this one together, and hopefully you guys can see this on the camera. I added all these fun goodies on here, paper clips and felt stars and buttons and a little pine cone. This little bird charm, which I think is super cute. Hopefully you guys can kind of see that. I'll try to hold it up a little closer. Maybe there. Sorry. There you go. And this one is really cute. This little thing here, this little circle, is actually a locket charm. Let me see if I can open it. Yeah, so it's like a little locket, and I stitched it on there so you could add like a little photo or something inside the locket. Isn't that a cute idea for junk journal bookbinding to have a locket on the spine? Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Hi Beth. Hi everybody. You guys are awesome. Thanks for cute comments. I love the binding too. It's so pretty. So if you ever want to learn how to do Coptic bookbinding, I totally would recommend this class by Paige Evans. It's a really good price. She has it up on her website. It's an incredible class, and that's where I learned all about the bookbinding. So anyways, I bookbound it and stuck it all in here, and as always, it's very chunky, but it is really nice because of the Coptic bookbinding. It does lay flat, so which makes it easier for journaling and things like that. So what I'm thinking is a lot of the junk journals, the 5 that I've made, are pretty similar on the inside. So what I was thinking is I would take more time showing you this one, and then the other ones I'll just kind of quicker flip through. Otherwise we could be here forever. And again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. So I did add stitching details to all of the books before I bound them together. And I added bows and trims and all those good things. And there are lots of loose threads right now. I was thinking I might trim those off, but I actually kind of like the loose threads, so I might leave some of them. Tamara is wondering what the name of the book binding is. It's actually called Coptic, so C-O-P, I'll put it in the chat, C-O-P-T-I-C, Coptic book binding. And you want to look up, I'm just typing this in here for you here, you want to look up Paige Evans. She has the most incredible, easy to follow class that you will just love. So I just put that into the chat there for you, Tamara. So yeah, Paige Evans, Coptic book binding. So on the front cover here, I have this pink bow that I just stitched right down the middle there. And yeah, I love the way it works out. Some of the papers are big, some are smaller. Some have stitching and fun like sequin details on them, some don't. I added some like paper bags and doilies and acetates. Here's a Project Life card. I love this one. It just says capture the beauty of this season, and you can tick off what season it is and add a little bit of journaling. I added these really great vellum pockets. Wish I had something to show you. Yes. Here, I'm just gonna grab a card. Okay, here, I have a Project Life card next to me. It just says Merry Everything. So this here is a vellum pocket. I believe it came from Felicity Jane from their Christmas collection this year. So it's just a pocket you could slip ephemera or a journaling card or something in there, and it's got this really pretty like tree design on there. I love it. And so most of the pockets and stuff like that I adhered before I stitched it together, just because I find it easier. I know some people add pockets like afterwards, and it probably will add more, but I kind of find it easier to do before. Here's another pocket in this paper bag. Yeah, I don't know, it's really fun. So I use double-sided paper, single-sided paper, specialty paper like this really pretty gold foil paper, single-sided, acetates, doilies, all those good things. And I wanted to add lots of like texture, so I added lots of like trims and things like this. So here I just stitched on this like little piece of trim, and it has like scraps of ribbon and I don't know what you call this fun stuff. It reminds me of Christmas though. Sequin trim, lace trim, fabric, rickrack. This stuff here, I think you call rickrack. Can you see that? Anyways, I kind of just stitched it together and then stitched it right on the page. And big sizes, little sizes, acetates, all those things. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'd be happy to show you. So then I also added here a pocket. So it's actually an envelope. So what I did is I undid the envelope, stitched it into the middle of the page, and then what I'm gonna do eventually, actually I'll do it right now while you guys are here, is just add a little bit more adhesive back because I pulled it apart. And then it's like I got an envelope in the middle of my signature here, which is like the most fun detail. I love junk journals that have like fun pockets and details and things like this. I don't know, it feels more, I don't know what the word is, more unique, more personal. So yeah, so you just add a little adhesive here and here, seal it back up, and then it's like I have an envelope in the middle of my signature. Just really fun. I've got some, I think this is like an old library card somebody gave me. Acetate, papers, and then I also added some Project Life cards and detailed cards for flip ups or flip outs. So this one, I kind of created like a little flip up. So I figured you could add journaling or photos underneath here, get color in the top. I don't know. Honestly, I really feel like junk journals are like adult flip books. What do you call it? They're not flip books. Flip out books? You know when you were a kid and you had those like, what do they call them? You know when you'd like open the book and it'd like pop up? Oh, it's a pop-up book. Psh, duh. I kind of feel like junk journals are adult pop-up books. So here's this chippered mason jar, and it's got like a little pocket on the front. It's from Crate Paper. Pop-up. Yeah, you're right, Tamara. I got some vintage book papers in here. This paper flips out. I don't know, really fun. Little guest check thing in here. Wanted to add some like fun ephemera and things like that too. So what I love about using a junk journal for December Daily is that it just feels like every page is its own creation. Like right here, you could add photos and journaling here. You could add a journal or embellishments or the date over here. I stitched this Project Life card on here just because I thought it looked really cute there. You could add journaling here or photo. Like it's got this really pretty gold foil quote on it. That's a Project Life card from Allie Edwards, by the way. And the other fun thing is if you don't use all of the pages in the junk journal, like let's say I start documenting 2018's December Daily or Christmas in here, and I only fill it up to like here or like halfway, the rest still looks pretty. And the other thing is you can skip some pages. Like let's say I get to this page and I'm like, I just love how this looks. Like I don't want to add anything here. You don't have to add anything. Just skip to the next page, add it here, and it'll still look really pretty in your book because every page is just like, it's like its own little treasure. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking crazy. This paper here, I love this paper. I hope that the camera is kind of picking it up, but this is handmade paper that I purchased in England in this really cute boutique where they make printed handmade paper. And it's got so much texture to it. I don't even know if the camera is really picking this up, so I'm gonna try to hold it up, but it's kind of like torn on the edges and stuff because it's like handmade, so it's not neat, but I love that. And the print is not perfect on there, but I love that too. And it's just got so much texture. So it actually comes in these huge sheets. Like I want to say the sheets are maybe like 16 by 16, and I got 5 of them. They were kind of pricey, but in my mind, totally worth it. And so what I did was I like trimmed it down and I stuck it in here. I love it. Doily, you could write on there if you wanted or add an embellishment. Beth agrees with me. She loves that junk journals are like treasures that you can kind of put anything wherever and it still looks good. Here I've got like a brown like lunch paper bag kind of thing. Piece of vellum, pattern paper. Here I've got this double-sided cardstock that I sewed this tag on. So what I did for the tag to make it flip really nicely was I scored it at about the 1 inch mark, then I sewed it along where that extra 1 inch is, and then it just kind of folds out and everything. So it's kind of like this added detail, and you can embellish or add photos or journaling or whatever. I love it. On this page, I just have this piece of burlap lace trim thing. This was left over from my brother's wedding party. I have like 6 of these because I bought way too much. So I just kind of stuck it on there, trimmed it a little bit, and I think it's just a fun detail. Another vintage book paper. Oh my gosh, guys, I love this one. When I was in the thrift store the other day, well, it was a long time ago. It was like 6 months ago. I found this vintage storybook that was all about these two bunnies who go exploring and find the meaning of the season, basically. And it's got all these like hand-drawn illustrations in it, and it just makes me so happy. So I took the pages apart and I stuck it in there, and you can see the two little bunnies on their way to this barn, and there's a star, and I just love it. And I think it's so fun because you could journal around the outside, or you could just leave it as is and it looks cute. And then on this side you've got some of the story, like Happy and Hoppy hopped quietly along the doorway, hiding in the shadows. The light was so bright after the softness of the starlight that at first they couldn't see a thing. Aw, so sweet. And then here there's just two bunny faces, which I think is adorable. Anyways, I love this paper. And all of the books actually have some of this paper in them because I just love that storybook so much that I wanted to use it. Some of the pages are a little more simple, like just like plain like pattern paper and cardstock or whatever, but I think it's still really pretty. Here's the other end of that paper bag. So you can definitely stick some ephemera or receipts or photos in there. Other side of that really pretty pattern paper. Okay, so then here's this new signature, and I think this one might be my favorite. What I did was I took 3 different ribbons, the black, the pink, and this mint color, and I braided them together, and then I stitched it at the top and the bottom and then one in the middle just so it wasn't too floppy. And I kind of pulled apart the ribbon a little bit just to give it a little more added texture, and I love it. Like, I think it is so pretty. And it could be a little bulky, but actually, like, when the book is closed, it kind of just flattens it down, and then when you open it, it pops back up. I love it. Is it weird to pet my junk journal because it makes me happy? Okay, apparently not, because all of you guys are saying that you love the ribbon too. Thanks, guys. So yeah, you probably didn't need to stitch it in the middle. You could have left it, but it almost was too like loose, so I added the stitching in the middle just to kind of tie it down a little bit more. I didn't want it to catch on anything. This ribbon, which has some vintage lace trim on it. I added some tracing paper. I love the texture of tracing paper. I don't know, it's kind of fun, so I usually pop it in there. Pocket. I added this 6x8 paper that came from Ali Edwards December Daily. So their 6x8 papers that they send in the kids are vertical, not horizontal. Well, it wouldn't fit to put it in here the other way, so I kind of put it in this way, but I figure you can journal like this, and I'm okay if the person who's like flipping through the book has to kind of like turn the book a little bit to read whatever you say. I just think it's a really fun detail, so you can like tick off Holly Jolly, oh what fun, add a little journaling together with the location, the date. I love that one. Oh, there's another one of those vintage illustrations with the bunnies. Apparently I really loved it so much I stuck it in here twice. Probably another one in here too. Another pocket. Can stick things in here. Other side of that tracing paper. And the best thing about this tracing paper, can I just make a mental note, or side note I guess, is that tracing paper are super cheap. You can usually find it at the dollar store or Michael's in big huge like books of it, and it's super cheap, but it just adds like a really pretty like texture inside of junk journals, so I love it. So some of that. Here I stitched through some more ribbon. Here I added a little fabric trim. Here I stitched another Project Life card on here. It just says this December day. I love that you could journal on here. I leave it blank and it looks so cute on this green. Yeah, actually that's a really good point. Tamara said that tracing paper makes really good envelopes, and I have made envelopes out of it, and I bet it would look really cute in here. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but that's a cute idea. I probably could even like make envelopes like even out of what I have in here. Here I added a doily and another pocket with a super cute card. So this card I know is a doodle by Brandy Kincaid, and it came from Feed Your Crafts. So it was a 4x6 card. I trimmed it down a little bit. I want to say it's like 4x4 now, maybe? I don't know, whatever. And I stitched along the 3 sides and left the top open so that if I wanted to make it a pocket, I could tuck a card or a photo in there. It's a little snug for a 3x4, so probably what I would need to do is just trim a little excess off the sides, but you could totally put something in there. Pink on pink. This is really cute. I've got 2 4x6 cards here. This one says, Happy Holidays, may all your days be merry and bright. And I just stuck it in the middle of the signature so that it would fold open and you could be able to see it. Yeah, everybody's kind of loving the penguin. He's my favorite. I told Brandy, I messaged her on Instagram and said, this penguin is my favorite. He's my buddy. Some more papers. Added some black ribbon. This ribbon had like a fun detail on there on the side. I have a pocket here. So I just have that there. So what I did for this pocket was I took I'm just going to show you with this piece of paper here. I took a 12x12 piece of paper, and instead of cutting it to whatever my height is here, I think the height is maybe like 8 1/4. I actually just took the 12x12 paper, folded it in half like this. Well, not in complete half, to whatever the height needed to be. And then when you sew it into the thing, it kind of makes that pocket there. And then all I did was add the stitching along the side. So it was actually really easy to do that one. You just don't need to cut your 12x12 paper for that one pocket. I've got a vellum, or I've got an acetate. This one just says Our Christmas Memories in here. Some black ribbon, kind of messily sewn on there, but I felt like it went with the vibe. Oh, I love this one, guys. I love this one. So if you've ever ordered from Felicity Jane, whenever you get your package, it always comes like nicely packaged together with some tissue paper, and then it's got this gorgeous black bow like right on top of the tissue paper. And I don't know how she does it, but the bows are always so pretty. Like, they are perfect. And if I ever untie them and then try to tie them back together, I can't tie them as nice as she ties her bows. So what I typically do is I slip the bow right off the thing. Like, I don't untie it, I just kind of pull it off gently. And then I've got the bow so that if I want to still use the bow, I can and have that perfect bow. So what I did was I kept the bow from the Felicity Jane packaging. I added some stitching along the top and the bottom there and trimmed it off. So then I've got this gorgeous bow in the middle of my junk journal. And I didn't even have to tie it. All I did was stitched it down. And it's kind of like, if you're in the junk journal world, they always say this phrase like belly band, and I hate that phrase. Like, I just think it's a horrible name for something. Because, like, why would anybody want a belly band inside of their junk journal? It's beyond me. But, like, I haven't actually thought of a better word for it, so I'll just use belly band. Anyways, it's kind of like a belly band. Basically, the point is that you've got this detail that's stitched at the top of the bottom, and you could tuck up things like underneath if you wanted to. Anyways, it is pretty and perfect. Bow Dabra. I don't know what that is. Tamara is saying that Bow Dabra is a perfect for making bows. Is that like a tool? I must investigate Bow Dabra. Bowdabra. Tamara, tell me what that is. Like, is that a tool or is that a video? Is that somebody that taught you how to do it? I'm confused. Anyways, it sounds awesome. I have a glassine bag and a paper bag, so you can stick some things in there. Here's the other end of that bag. So you could leave the bag like this and just use it kind of like as a double-sided pattern paper. If you also want to use it as a bag, what you can do is just kind of stitch it open here, or trim it open on the side or on here, and you've got another pocket. A tool to make bows. Well, that sounds intriguing. I will definitely check that out after our video. So here's the other part of that glassine bag. I love this. So often you get things in packages, so I usually just save the packaging, and it's made its way into my junk journal. Stop, cookie time. Another Project Life card I kind of trimmed down a little bit, added a score line, stitched it on, and now it's a flip up. The other side of my pocket here. I love this. It just looks so pretty. Some more messily sewn on ribbon on the side there. So you can see I didn't add ribbon or trim or lace or whatever onto every single thing, because I think it ends up looking like too much. So usually what I did was I added it like once per signature or twice per signature, but then kind of left the rest blank because I feel like otherwise it's too much. But I know some people like adding it onto every page, and if that's you, do you. So here I've got a little flip out paper. You could always like adhere like a Project Life card on here or something like this, and then it would flip out, or you could even do it on the inside and it would flip out. Super cute. Here I stitched a 3x4 acetate Project Life card on here, and I love this. Like, you could totally see if I can find something small enough. You could stick sequins in there, you could stick a photo, and it's kind of this really cute pocket. If you added sequins, I would probably say that you should stitch along the top or add something so they don't get out. But yeah, it's really pretty. Oh, and this green paper here, as I must mention, is another piece of that handmade paper, which I purchased in England. So the same as that other paper I showed you earlier. If I can find it. So this is one piece of it. This like off-white creamy color with the gold design on it, and then I also had this like darker green turquoisey paper with gold detailing on it. So it's really pretty. I'm gonna try to hold it up because I think the gold detailing is not really coming through when it's this far away, so maybe you can kind of see it here. Kind of, hopefully. Yeah, okay. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, so pretty. Sorry about the light, by the way. It's kind of reflecting in the acetate. But I just feel like that gold on that paper is so pretty. Just had to show you. Then I have another one of these gold foil text cards. Another pocket. This one says Merry Christmas, but again, you can kind of stick your photos or your journaling cards or your ephemera or whatever in there. This side here, so on the other side I left it open, but on this one I kind of created like a tuck spot. So a tuck spot is like, it's open and you can tuck your pieces in there, and they kind of hold in there because it's stitched at the top and the bottom, but you could tuck your things like in there, kind of like that. I don't know, it's fun. And the back. So there you go. There you have my first junk journal that I made with the December Daily Box. It's very chunky. It does not stay closed unless you close it yourself, but I don't really care. It makes me really happy, and it's just so pretty, and I love that I used the December Daily Box and got to keep that elastic on there and all those pretty, oh, looks like I lost a star. That's okay. All those pretty details like on the spine and all the pretty ribbons and everything. So there's a lot of loose strings, and I'm going to keep most of them. Some of them I'll trim off if they're really long. But yeah, so this is the first one that I showed you. So this is the one out of the box. I do have, if you're just popping on now, because now there's more of you, I actually made 5 December dailies this year. So that one that I just showed you, plus these 4. Originally the plan was to make 4. Then I stumbled upon the idea of using the box and it became 5. But, you know, I don't know. And if you weren't here before when I said it, I'm actually planning on giving one of the 5 of them away. I haven't decided which one yet. But once I hit 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube, I'm going to give it away. I'm close. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that little subscribe button. And tell your friends. It's like shameless plug here for a second. But yeah, I had this goal of hitting 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and it didn't really happen, which is totally okay because I definitely exceeded my expectations when I started YouTube, but eventually I would like to hit 10,000, and when I do, I will give a book away that I handcrafted with love. Anyways, so I showed you the first one. I'm gonna just do a quick flip through of the other 4 because honestly they're pretty similar. Again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. Let me see what you're saying here. Aw, Beth, that's so sweet. She says she loves the junk journal and I did a spectacular job on it. Wow, if you could just see my cheeks, they're blushing bright red. So, thank you for that really sweet comment. I don't know, I just kind of had fun, and as you could tell by the fact that I've made 5 junk journals, which is a little excessive. Anyway, so this junk journal is probably one of my favorites. I love it. So I'm trying to decide whether I should use this one or this one. These are the 2 that are fighting for my love and affection this year as I try to decide which one to use for 2018, because I kind of want to use them both, but I can't use both. So this one is kind of winning out, but this one just keeps screaming at me, Tori, use me. So who knows what will happen? You guys will find out in the next video. So this cover it's a wooden cover, and it comes from Colorcast Designs, and so do, whoops, as I drop things, this cover and this cover. So all 3 of these covers actually come from Colorcast Designs. I purchased them on her website, paid for it with my own money, okay? And I edited the covers, which I did a video on that if you want to go check out that video after we're done. How I edited the 4 December daily covers. But anyways, I just love the way that this turned out. By the way, normally her covers, the Colorcast design covers, only come with 2 holes. I asked for extra holes because I knew that 2 holes would not be strong enough for the type of bookbinding that I was doing. So she is really amazing. She does do that. You just need to leave her a note, ask questions. So she was happy to do that for me, which I really appreciated. Anyway, so this cover, it just said December on it. I added these wood veneer stars and these wood houses, and the wood houses and the wood stars and these little wood trees, I believe, are all from Felicity Jane. The houses and the stars I got this year, I think the trees I got last year, but she might still have them up on her website. Anyways, so I left the back plain. The front has those wood details on it, and it makes me super happy. The spine is the Coptic bookbinding again, with all of the fun details, charms, this little locket, buttons, sequins, felt stars, pine cones, little baubles, all the good things basically. There's even this little Christmas tree paper clip on here, which I love. So I stitched those on there. And if you want to know where anything comes from, let me know, because I haven't really been telling you where everything comes from. So if you want to know, leave a comment, let me know, and I will tell you where it came from. Anyway, so I'll just do a quick flip through of this one. I'm not going to show you everything because I basically did the same thing for all of them. But again, if you want to know where something comes from, I'm happy to answer. Here I have a little flip out on this side, and this side I did a little pocket tuck spot. Same kind of like items, paper bags and embellishments and all the good things. Trims. So while I'm flipping through this, I would love to know, for those of you who are watching, what are you doing this year? Like, did you do a December daily? Did you not do a December daily? If you did do a December daily, how far are you? Did you do it in a binder, in a junk journal, in a traveler's notebook? Did you decide not to do it? I don't know. Tell me all the good things in the comments because I kind of want to know. Anyways, on this page, I've got that vintage illustration of the bunnies again, and I added this 'Tis the Season Project Life card from Allie Edwards on here, and as you can see, I added this stitching on here. I am gonna trim off the extra threads here, but what I did was I kind of stitched in lines, and I thought what would be really fun would be to take a white pen, can't find my white pen right now, and add my journaling right on here. Like, I just thought it would look so pretty. So anyways, flippity flippity flip. Another penguin pocket. Again, this penguin doodle is from Brandy Kincaid's over at Feed Your Crafts. Another vellum pocket. This one's way bigger, so you can fit more things in there. Okay, let's see what the comments are saying. Tamara did not work on December daily. No taking pictures, no journaling. Was out of commission. Oh, were you sick? Oh, I hope you weren't too sick over Christmas. That sucks. Another vellum pocket here. Beth said she did a December journal in a junk journal binder she made from a gutted book. Ooh, that sounds lovely. Beth, that sounds so awesome. I would love to see your December junk journal binder that you made from a gutted book. That sounds wonderful. Beth, can you remind me, do you have an Instagram or a YouTube or something where we can see these pictures of this incredible December daily book that you created? I can't remember. Oh, Tamara fractured her back. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sounds so painful. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. I was sick for like the first 10, 12 days of December, which really sucked. And that's not even close to fracturing my back, but I was sick and I was really sad about it. So I do have this pocket here. I added this trim on the top, stitched along the sides. I do recognize that my hearts are upside down. The only way that I could do this pocket the way that I wanted to was to have this upside down. But what I'm thinking is I'll just cover it with a piece of paper. Okay, I'm gonna show this. So I believe in making mistakes, and I believe in not freaking out about making mistakes. So if your hearts are upside down, you can fix it. Or you could turn them into little angels. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, she said her back's still horrible. Oh, that really sucks. Beth said that she's gonna be doing a YouTube video on her channel of her awesome, Christmas December daily junk journal binder thingamabobber. So you should go check her out. I let her thing go through, and she's also on Instagram as Beth's Journal Boutique. I did know that, Beth. But I didn't remember that you had a junk journal. another vintage piece of paper. Okay, can we just laugh about this for a moment? Like, I know this is absolutely ridiculous, but I had this really funny kids chapter book, and it had all these really great titles on the chapters, and this one, Who Was the Jolly Fat Man, was there. And I know that might be like a funny title page to put in to my junk journal, but like I actually thought it was really funny, and I could put a picture of like Santa or somebody eating cookies. I don't know. Okay, I have a weird sense of humor. Project Life cards stitched on. Vellum, pocket. Awesome. What do you call this? 4x6 card. I know it's Map of the World. I did that purposely because currently I'm in Canada. My sister is in France. My brother and his wife live in England. Next year, if I use this for next year's December daily, I'll be in Kenya. My sister will be in Chad. My brother will be in England, and my parents will be in Canada. And I kind of thought it would be fun to add little like stickers where each person is, whether I use it for this year or next year. Little loop sewn on there for no other reason than I could. Back of the pocket, different size papers. I've got another pocket here from an acetate, so you can kind of see. I think this one I might just add sequins and then try to seal up the top. Yeah, some kind of fun pockets and good things. This cute little illustration from a kid's book of this dog dressed up as a snowman, or dressed up as Santa. I know it's weird. I love it. Yeah, I really am loving the acetate pockets and how they turned out too. The little pocket here from some packaging. Still has December Daily sticker on it, which I thought was apropos. Stitching. I made a pocket here with this Snow Globe Project Life card. This doodle is from Brandy Kincaid too. I love the snowman, and I thought it would be really cute to stick some Project Life cards or something back there. This pretty paper, this vellum, just fun details. I'm sorry I'm not giving as much description, but I feel like I gave a lot of description on, oh my gosh, I love this illustration. I gave a lot of description of the papers and stuff in the other one, so I felt like maybe I shouldn't do that, and I wanted to go through this fairly quickly because you guys have been sitting here listening to me talk for way too long. But if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know and I'd be happy to show you. Here I made a little flip down with a tag. So what I did is I scored it at the 1-inch mark, sewed along the edge, and then it flips down. You can add photos and journaling back here. Yeah. Some acetate, some more tracing paper, Project Life cards, double-sided paper, single-sided paper. This one here has the, what do you call it? The branding strip still on the paper. And on the one side, I loved how the branding strip had this like super cute snowflake detail. Now, I recognize that when you open it, you can see the branding strip, and I'm okay with that because I'm thinking when I use this book, what I could do is I could cover it with some washi tape or pattern paper or something, or I might end up like stitching these two together and making a pocket. Honestly, I'm okay with the fact that you see the branding strip because I think when I make it, I can cover it. So like I said earlier, I'm a big believer that all things can be covered if they're not right. So here I've got this super pretty detail lace trim, which I think came off a dress I cut up that I got at the thrift store, but I just loved it. Not sure where that came from. I think a dress. So I stitched it on there, and it kind of folds under, and I thought what you could do is like have a photo or a tag or something like that and like flip it over. I don't know. It's pretty. A lot of the things I do in my junk journals are not practical. They're more like pretty. Are you like that? I'm like, who cares if the junk journal is super thick, and who cares if there's too many pages, and if there's all these crazy pieces of hanging off there? Who cares if having an acetate pocket tucked onto the side there is not super practical. It looks really pretty. Cute little bunny illustration. So, yeah, I love the way this one turned out. Makes me really happy. So this one, actually, I was thinking if you wanted to, you probably could do the book this way. Like, instead of having a, what is this, 5x7 journal, you could have it a 7x5, and you could flip it up like this and have your photos and stuff facing this way. Some of the things are facing the wrong direction, but you know, if you wanted to, you could do it like that. Or you could do it like this way. Either way works. So that's the December house journal. I'll show you this one, which is the Love, Love, Love one. And on this spine, I just added a bunch of really pretty sequins. And this is another wooden cover, which I purchased and got from Colorcast Designs. I edited it though, so if you watched my live video the other day, you would have seen how I edited this and added this really gorgeous crackle paint. It's like so pretty. I wish I could show you in real life, but you'll have to settle for a YouTube live. I'm holding it up because I'm hoping that you'll be able to see the crackle. Maybe if I tilt it the right way. It's got this like really cool crackle detail on it. I don't know if this is working. There we go. But you can see it's got this really pretty detail. I don't know, it's so pretty. Like, it just makes me want to like stare at it and go, ooh, I love, love, love the crackle paint. So this one's pretty similar in that it's got like the same kind of goodies and things in it, like the same double-sided, single-sided papers, acetates, library cards, pockets, gold foil details, big papers, little papers, illustrations, all those good things. It's got pockets, it's got guest checkout sheets, it's got ribbon details, gold foil papers, I don't know, all the fun things. It even has some of those really adorable illustrations, like this dog unwrapping a present, which is amazing. Kind of lost, you guys. Let me see if it's still going. Okay. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys too long. It's got this really cute illustration of this dog opening a present in it. It's got tracing papers. It has vintage sewing patterns. This one I kind of want to add a little more to in terms of pockets and things like this. So this Project Life card was really interesting to sew in here. I really wanted this to be facing this way, but the only way to do that was for this to be upside down, because otherwise it would have been facing the other way, and I don't know, there was something about it that I wanted it to face this way. So what I'm thinking I'll probably do is just take like a Project Life card and adhere it on there, and no one will be the wiser that it's upside down, right? Just me, and well, the thousands of you that will watch this video. A belly band thing, hate that title. Acetates, pockets, envelopes, flip outs, flip ups, acetates. Again, I accidentally stitched this in upside down. There's nothing that can really be done about it now, other than maybe taking it out, so I might cut it out. This is what happens when it's like 3 in the morning and you are stitching together books and you've on your 5th book and you don't pay attention to the fact that you stitched in an acetate piece upside down. But actually I think it's okay, because I think I can take it out or I can cover it up. Again, I'm a big believer that everything can be fixed, so no worries. I love this paper here, super pretty. Acetates, Project Life cards. This Project Life card here is actually a design that I created. Love this, love that. Vintage doodle, vintage sewing paper, vintage Christmas tree, pretty vellum, gold foil doily. See, it's pretty much the same thing as the other books. Beth, you're absolutely right. The beauty of a junk journal is it does not need to be perfect. And honestly, like I said, anything can be fixed. You just need to add some pockets, add some ribbon, add some pretty things. And it looks pretty. So that's that one. Sorry, I'm moving a little faster because I kind of feel like this video has been going on too long. Here is the heart snowflake winter tree creation. The cover comes from Colorcast Designs. I added the white paints on there because I wanted it to look kind of like it was snowing. I also added this wood veneer heart on here, which I believe came from Freckled Fawn. I thought it would be really cute to add like the title, like December Daily or 2016 or whatever year it is. Obviously, it wouldn't be 2016 unless you were working back, on the cover there. And then on the spine, on the back, I also have that white paint just because I kind of wanted to bring it from the back to the front. Like I thought it looked pretty on both sides. Because the front has the trees and the back doesn't, but I wanted them to look like they went together. And then on the spine, I have all the same goodies as always. Buttons and pine cones, felt stars, acrylic stars, baubles, paper clips, this really cute squirrel for no other reason than he's wearing a really cute scarf. Like, he just cracks me up because why would a squirrel be wearing a scarf? But whatever. It's irrelevant. I love him. Anyways, if lays flat again, this one, I think I might have put a little too much stuff on the spine, so there's more gaps and stuff in between the signatures. But I don't actually mind because I feel like it works out in the end, and I love all the papers on the inside, all the good things on the inside so much. It just looks so pretty. So I'll just do a quick flip through of this one. It starts off with this really cute flip out Let There Be Light tag. Then that vintage or that handmade paper with the gold foil detail, which I purchased in England. A Project Life card, a 6x6 paper. This pattern paper that came from Ali Edwards, which was a 6x8 paper, which I folded in half and then added this really pretty lace trim on the spine and this black ribbon. This paper, which I added this really pretty trim on. This really gorgeous acetate, no, not acetate, vellum, printed vellum. This vellum, I believe, is Felicity Jane. It's just so pretty. It's like this gorgeous floral design. Hopefully you can kind of see it when I flip it over to there. I love it so much. This really cute flip up or flip out baking list card, which I believe is a doodle by Brandy Kincaid, which I got from December Daily, the kids kit. In this book, I stitched it together with red and white candy cane striped twine, and it makes me so happy. Like, just, okay, this is a blank piece of paper, but it's got candy cane striped twine in the middle, and it just looks so pretty. Do you love how I get excited about weird little things like candy cane stripe trim? So pretty. This piece of paper, which is from Wild Whisper, which is from the collection I designed for them, which it makes me happy that it's in here. This piece of paper I designed for Wild Whisper, and these trees actually come from like a photograph near my house. Love it. Anyways, on the back I got this pocket here with a Project Life card, so you can tuck it in there. It's kind of like a tuck spot. I've got this Happy Days Are Here Again pocket. It's smaller than a 3x4, obviously, because the card is 3x4, but you could stick photos or something back there, and it's got foil on it. It's so pretty. I have another tuck spot here with this card. Another doodle by Brandy Kincaid. Pattern paper. This paper has 2 trims on it because I really loved the idea of this lace with this gold. I don't know, it looked pretty. Acetate, tracing paper. So many goodies. This green paper looked so cute with this Feeling a Little Grinchy Project Life card. I just had to sew it on there. So again, I scored it and sewed it on. I love it. Hey Scrappy Nerd UK, happy you joined me. I'm just doing a flip through of the 5 junk journals I created this year, and I'm going through it pretty quickly because I've already showed 3 of them, but I kind of just wanted to show people like what the insides look like, and so pretty. This vellum, I believe, I might be wrong on this, so don't quote me. I believe that this vellum is Felicity Jane, and it's got a wood grain on it. Oh, like choirs sing at that vellum. Pocket. This really pretty like compilation of laces and ribbons and this weird star thing ribbon that I don't know where I got from, but I love this pom-pom trim. I don't know, it looks pretty on there, so I stitched it on there. Lots of goodies. This glassine bag, always save your packaging. Makes pretty details. Jingle all the way, flip down. If you guys have any questions, let me know. You can see that this was a December Daily packaging here, this glassine bag, because it's still got the sticker on it. But I love this because you can totally tuck like a Project Life card or some photos or receipts or ephemera in there like that, and then just seal it up, and it looks super cute. And it's got that great texture too, and it makes noise, which I'm not sure how making noise is relevant to the whole like December Daily Junk Journal thing, but I feel like when things make noise, it's like makes it more fun to flip through. Here's another one of those chapter headings from that vintage book that I was telling you guys about. I love this. He's making a list and checking it twice. So it's like Christmas festive paper without it being like overly Christmas. Because obviously if you read that, you're like, oh, you know that he's talking about Santa Claus. Love this. This is that really cute pattern paper, which I purchased, or this really pretty handmade paper. Another one of those Felicity Jane pockets made out of vellum that you can stick things in and behind. I won't stick it all the way in because I'll never get it out. That another piece of that burlap lace trim. So what I was trying to tell you guys earlier, and I kind of got sidetracked, is I bought like 12 rolls of this burlap lace trim at the dollar store. At the dollar store. For my brother's wedding party, and I only used like 4 of the rolls, and then the dollar store doesn't return ribbon. Well, they might, but it was only like 10 bucks, and I was like, I refuse to return like 8 rolls of ribbon to the dollar store. So I saved it, and I have so much of this burlap lace compilation thingamabobber. So it kind of made its way into all 5 of the books. So this one I kind of just bent over the edges, stitched along the top and the bottom there to make that little band. And on the other side you can totally see it, like the extra pieces. And I probably could trim that off so it looks a little nicer, but I actually kind of like the way it looks there. So whenever I get to this page, if I add something on there, I might trim that down a little bit or cover it up if I want to, but I kind of like it. Vellum, gold foil book, or Project Life card, doily, another vellum pocket. Apparently I put like 6 of these vellum pockets in this book alone. I was having fun with the vellum pockets. This really cute guest checkout slip, which you could use if you were like going to a restaurant and you wanted to write down what you ordered. But you could just like journal on it or add photos or just leave it blank. Honestly, it's super cute. Paper bag from Crate Paper pocket here that I have. Oh, look at that. That's that vintage trim that I was telling you guys earlier about, which I cut off a dress. I love it. It looks so pretty. So I kind of stitched it on this other end of this Project Life card that I had in there, and I just think it's like a really sweet detail. I just really love the way this turns out. And I honestly can't wait to start working on the actual December dailies. It's kind of funny having 5 of them and not knowing which one to actually use. Because now I'm like, which one of these do I want to use? Because this one is so fabulous. I'm like, maybe I should use this one this year and the other one save for next year and the year after. But I love that because I feel like no matter what, like in the future when I'm using these, it's going to be really fun. So I went to this training in Newfoundland, and they gave out candy in these paper bags. And oh, my battery is going to die soon. So, sorry. Let me plug you in while I talk about this. I'm going to put this iron on there while I plug myself in. Sorry about that. I went to this training in Newfoundland where they gave out these, oh my gosh, it's too short. Where they gave out these, I'm going to have to undo you guys, sorry guys. Where they gave out these like candies, and the candies came in these paper bags like this. And the paper bags, I kind of stole them and saved them for myself so that I could use them in my December daily. Sorry you guys are super close, but my phone is about to die and the cord is not long enough. So I'm just going to have to show you guys a close-up from now on. But actually, it's kind of pretty to see the close-up pages. Another vintage trim. Another pocket in the middle of this one here. Let me show you. I've got that 4x6 card, Let's Get Festive, which I believe is from Ali Edwards. I loved it so much that I kind of stuck it in the middle of the signature, and you can add journaling and photos and embellishments and things there. Another pocket, and then this here is like a tuck spot, and then that is the end of this one, and then at the very end of this book, I added this acetate pocket here, and you can stick things behind there. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, but you could totally stick like something really cute in there, like this house or a photo. So that is the wooden heart with the snowflakes on it. And then the very last one, which I'm not going to go into all the detail showing you because it's basically the same thing as the other ones I just showed you, is this one. Sorry, I'm trying to not show you the shadow. This is the one that I added that like gorgeous gold leaf on. Isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that is, guys. And it just looks so pretty. And I added it on the front and the back. And I did that in another live video, so if you want to go check that video out, you can. I added Coptic bookbinding along the spine of this one too. And all these fun baubles and gold stars and charms and pine cones and paper clips and all those good things. And oh my gosh, my hand looks so big when it's this close. Okay, hold on. So I don't know, I love the way that this one worked out too. Guys, this is a problem if I love every single one. Hopefully I can keep this still. So it's basically the same thing as the other ones that I just showed you with the pattern papers and the pockets and the vintage papers. This vintage paper came from that book with the bunnies in it that I was telling you guys about earlier. But it's got this like cute little good tidings of great joy. And I just stuck that in the middle. Paper bag, Dear Santa, pocket. That really cute gold silver star stuff. Okay, hold on. I'm going to figure this out by the end. I sewed this ribbon on here, and you can see it just adds so much texture. Some tracing paper and pattern paper. Another pocket here with this like cute little acetate card here. I've got like a little tuck spot. I don't know. Any questions, guys? I'm sorry that it kind of got really close at the end. Another tuck spot with a penguin. Flip out. In the middle of this signature, I have this acetate, Peace and Joy, and this tuck spot here. Yeah. So that is the 5th book. Move this so you don't have to watch me twice. So that's the 5th of the December Daily Junk Journals. I've got the 1 with the trees and snow. I've got the 2 with the gold foil. I've got the 3rd one with the houses on it. And the 4th one, which has the December Daily box that I made it out of. And then the 5th one, which has the crackle paint, which, oh my gosh, guys, look at that. Actually, now you can totally see it. The Love, Love, Love crackle paint 1, 2. So that's it for me, basically. I hope you guys enjoyed checking out my December Daily Junk Journal flip through for you guys today. It was a lot of fun showing it to you. Remember, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away one of these goodies. Not sure which one yet. One of them will go to a very special home. Plus some other goodies. And tomorrow I will start putting things inside. So I'm going to head off now because we've been on here for over an hour. And I'm going to go print off some photos so that I can start putting it together. And between tomorrow and tonight, I'm going to decide which one to use. Okay, I was leaning towards this one for this year, but then I was leaning towards that one, and now I'm leaning towards maybe this one because I love this one too. So who knows? It'll be one of the it'll be one of these 5. I won't make a 6 junk journal because honestly I already have one too many. Thank you so much everybody for hopping on, for giving me really sweet comments and questions, and I'll see you later. Bye guys.